Yo everybody, it's Anime James here giving you some new Pokemon Wi-Fi battles of Pokemon Sun and Moon. So as you can see here, my opponent, we both have a pretty well balanced team. We both brought the Mimikyus, as you can see. And here he's got a Hydreigon, a Greninja, Mimikyu of course, Lycanroc, Tapu Koko, and a Lucario. Here I bring my Beware, my Mimikyu, my first gen Mega Slowbro, my Gudra, my Nihilego, and my Raichu. Um, and so he and so I'm gonna start it off now. Okay, so here I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna start off with maybe his Tapu Koko, try and get the electric terrain off. So I decided to swap out to my Beware. Because my Beware, it's actually holding the Assault Vest, so I could resist, she can resist special attacks. Pretty much when you're running Beware, obviously you're gonna go with the Assault Vest. It just writes itself. So here he's gonna swap into his Tapu Koko. I'm not sure what I should do. I'm not sure if he was probably going to use a Fire Blast, probably because my Beware, it has a Fluffy ability, and Fluffy makes it 2 times weak to fire. But I go for the Ice Punch, and he swaps into his Tapu Koko, and right here was where I was thinking he was probably going to go for maybe like a Thunderbolt or a Dazzling Gleam, but he actually goes for a Fly, and that's actually kind of weird, like having Fly on Tapu Koko. It's actually kind of a smart strategy, having Fly and Leftovers on a Pokemon, but personally I recommend you have it for Talonflame maybe, because Talonflame is kind of bulky. So he's gonna swap into his Mimikyu. I'm gonna go for his Mimikyu is gonna go for the Swords Dance, boosting up its attack by 2. I'm gonna go for an Ice Punch, deactivating the decoy ability, and now he got a free Swords Dance up, and so I'm pretty sure my Beware probably isn't gonna survive a Play Rough. He probably would without the Swords Dance, but I decided to swap into my Nihilego. He's gonna get the Play Rough off, and Nihilego is actually not very physically bulky, so he's gonna take out a huge chunk of Nihilego's HP. Nihilego regains some HP with the Black Sludge, and I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna go for a Shadow Sneak. So I decided to swap back into my Beware, and I decided to sack off my Beware in this next turn. But luckily, the Play Rough misses, and I'm gonna get a free Ice Punch off, knocking down their HP a little bit. And now it's gonna go for the Play Rough, and it's gonna take out my Beware. And I decide to swap out to my Raichu to try and get the Thunderbolt off, but I'm not sure if he might go for a Shadow Sneak, but he doesn't for some reason, and I get a Thunderbolt off it. And now he's going to swap into his Hydreigon. Now, I want to make sure that I get a little bit of damage off it. I probably could have saved my Alolan Raichu for the Greninja, but I wasn't really thinking straight. And so I'm gonna set up my Electric Terrain so I could get at least a little bit of damage off the Hydreigon, possibly getting rid of any possible Focus Sashes. And so they use the Dark Pulse, and my Focus Sash activates. And I'm gonna get a Thunderbolt off it, getting rid of some damage, getting rid of some health. And now my Raichu is gonna go down to the Dark Pulse, and out here I'm gonna swap into my Mimikyu, and I'm gonna get a Swords Dance off. And they're gonna use a Flash Cannon. And now here's where I'm thinking my Mimikyu might not survive. Because Hydreigon has very beastly special attack, so I'm gonna get a Swords Dance off here, and here I'm hoping that Mimikyu survives this next Flash Cannon. And luckily, my Mimikyu does survive the flash cannon, and I'm going to get a free play rough off. And now they're going to swap out to their Lycanroc, and I'm going to get a Shadow Sneak off it, hoping that I can take it out at least, but it does not. But you know, I do get take a chunk off its HP, and they're going to go for the Stone Edge, knocking out my Mimikyu. It would have been really lucky for me if the Stone Edge missed my Mimikyu. Now I'm going to swap out to my Slowbro. Here, I'm not sure if they might be expecting, like, a Scold. So I decided to use Seismic Toss, and that's where I screwed up. I should have used Amnesia. This Slowbro is actually an Amnesia rest set. It knows Bubble Beam, Seismic Toss, Rest, and Amnesia. So I decided to go for a Seismic Toss, predicting that they might swap into their Greninja. And but they don't, and now he's going to get free switch for his Greninja. And so here, I'm thinking they might go for a Dark Pulse, so I decided to sack off my Nihilego. And here's where I didn't realize that it could have been an Ash Greninja. It's because the other two Wi-Fi battles that I did before, those other players used a Protein Greninja. And you know, you don't normally see Protein Greninja that much on Wi-Fi battles because, you know, of Ash Greninja. But now he's going to get the Battle Bond off, and so I decided to swap into my Goodra. And, okay, here's where I take a grain of salt. They're going to get an Ice Beam off. That's only going to cut down half of my HP. And I tried to go for a Focus Blast, but guess what? It misses. See, seriously, this is why I hate Focus Blasts. Focus Blasts... I really do hate Focus Blast. Like, never teach your Pokemon Focus Blast. It is garbage. I'll probably get rid of that for, I don't know, maybe Draco Meteor. But here I'm gonna swap into my Mega Slowbro. Unfortunately, it's gonna get a Dark Pulse off, and it's gonna knock out my Slowbro, and that's gonna be the game. And yeah, so pretty much, Battle Bond Greninja betrayed me. So, yeah, that was basically the Wi-Fi battle. It was still pretty fun even though I lost. I still have a lot of fun with a lot of Wi-Fi battles even though I don't win them exactly. But yeah, I really hope that you all enjoyed that Wi-Fi battle. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to help me out a bunch. And I hope to see you all next time in the next Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Later!